Opening scene, 1943, Western Front. The sky over Europe burned with war. Columns of black smoke rose from the ruins of France, and high above, the air was ruled by the Luftwaffe. For the German pilots, the war was still a game of pride. They flew their sleek Messerschmitt Bf-109s, laughing over the radio whenever they spotted the slow, bulky American P-47 Thunderbolt below. "Look at that fat American pig," one German ace joked. "It can't even turn, easy kill." But that day, their laughter would die in the wind.
Captain Jack Reynolds, 22, was leading his first mission with the 56th Fighter Group. His squadron's job was simple: escort the bombers, keep them alive until they dropped their load. The P-47 was massive, a flying tank with 8.5 caliber machine guns. It couldn't climb fast, it couldn't turn sharp, but Jack knew something the Germans didn't. The Thunderbolt could dive like no other plane in the sky. "Jack, they can laugh all they want, boys. Just keep your wings steady, and when they dive, follow my lead."
At 18,000 feet, black dots appeared on the horizon. 12 Messerschmitts. The radio crackled with calm German voices. "Thunderbolts at 2 o'clock. Let's make this quick." They dove, sleek, fast, confident. Bullets ripped through the clouds. Jack's wingman screamed, "I've got one on my tail!" Jack yanked his stick back, flipped his P-47 into a steep dive. The altimeter spun wildly. 20,000 feet, 15,000, 10,000. The Germans followed, but their thin wings began to shake. The Thunderbolt didn't care. It was built for this.
Jack leveled out just above the treetops. He pulled the trigger. 8 heavy machine guns roared like thunder, spitting fire and lead. The German fighter that once mocked him burst into flames, a comet falling from the sky. "You still laughing, Fritz?" Jack muttered under his breath. Another Messerschmitt dove to attack, but the P-47's sheer weight and firepower tore it apart in a burst of silver and smoke. The air filled with chaos, metal, fire, and vengeance. By the time the dogfight ended, 3 German fighters were gone. The rest turned for home. Back at base, Jack climbed out of his bullet-riddled plane. Oil streaked his face, hands trembling. The mechanics stared at the holes in the fuselage, amazed the plane still flew. The rookie squadron had survived. That night, Jack wrote in his journal, "They called us slow, they called us fat, but when the thunder came, they ran from the storm."
The P-47 Thunderbolt became one of the most feared fighters of WWII, not for its looks, but for its power. It was the hammer of the skies, built to take punishment and strike back harder. The Germans stopped laughing, because when the Thunderbolt came roaring, it brought thunder, fire, and death from above.